Hello and welcome to Lead Lining Studio. Today we'll be doing an in-depth explanation of the armor update. As you can see here it's all the different armor sets the armor update adds. If I was to go to my creative tab, here you can see all the items here. And it's not just armor, it also adds a whole load of different stuff to the game. And hey, if there's a particular part of this mod that you want to see, there will be timestamps down below which you can just skip forward and backwards to. As you can see, all these different armor sets, I'm just flying past right now in spectator mode. They look very cool. I mixed in some vanilla sets just to show if they do work. Oh, and hey look, we're at the end. I'm going to fly back really quickly for a cool transition. The very first armor set in the game, which is extremely cheap, extremely flammable, and really bad, in my opinion, but it's cheap, is wood armor. You won't believe what it's crafted with. Wood! It can be crafted with any kind of wood type. I'm not going to add every wood type as a different armor set, that would be stupid and take a long time. Here you can see it's got a cool little texture. If I were to put it on, it's got a very boring little texture, but it's really bad. You can see it protects me for this amount of protection. 4, 5. Well, I don't know. I said 4. It also, if you're in fire, it will break instantly, and if you're outside fire, it will break pretty quickly because it's got awful durability. But hey, it's wood armor. It's cheap. Yay! But once you realize that your wood armor is actually completely useless, you can find your next door coal, which, as long as there's no iron around, which there isn't, you can mine up your coal armor. And I'm just going to transition because it's going to take a while. Oh hey, look at that! Ignore chat. I just got coal. Now we can craft coal armor. I would personally recommend using JI to get the recipes for coal armor, as it may be confusing. You cannot use charcoal in it because it is not charcoal armor, it is coal armor. It is crafted like this, and I don't know how that got there. And yeah, what? Wait, what? Oh, I've just discovered a bug. Hello, this is me from the future. I have fixed the bug. Also, if you do discover any bugs, please do tell me. Coal armor. This is coal armor. It's stronger than wood. It's not great, to be honest. You can smelt the individual items, which is very good. And also, when you're wearing it in full set and you fall in lava, you will get slight positive potion effects, including resistance and strength, which it's pretty useless because you're on fire, you're gonna die. But hey, I guess if you fall in lava or something, you're gonna survive a little bit longer. For our very next armor set, it is copper armor. It also comes with a tool set. In the future updates, I will add more tool sets, different stuff, but for now it's just copper and a few others. This is copper armor. Look, oh, I should have waxed you. This is copper armor. It looks so cool. If I was going survival mode, you can see it protects you a fair amount. It's worse than iron armor, but it's worse than chainmail armor, but it's good. Honestly, it's for the early tier armor. It's probably the best one, and that's intentional. And it does have an ability. All the armors in this mod has at least one ability. Well, except one set I'll talk about later. Its ability is conductive. This is a negative ability. Oh, yep, already got it. Yes, so in thunderstorms you will... Okay, oh wow, okay. You will be struck down with lightning very often. Yep, the only way to avoid it is just not have any air blocks above you, like, be covered, like, above you. Have something above you, not be exposed to the open sky, whatever you want to call it. That's the only way to survive it, or just take the armor off. I think it's a very funny ability. It's a negative ability, but I guess it balances it out because it's pretty good armor, in my opinion. The very next armor set we'll be reviewing is Lapis Lazuli Armor. Lapis Lazuli Armor has the ability of Self-Catalyst. It's really good at being enchanted. Oh, I don't have enough levels. Okay, now we got enough levels. As you can see, look at this. This is notebooks, and we're gonna see the amount of good. Okay, that's a bad example. I'm breaking free fire protection 4 with notebooks. That's Lapis' one good ability. It's protection wise, it's pretty bad. Durability, it's decent. I think it's by iron tier. See, protection 4, max protection there, and protection 2. So obviously it's a bit random. Oh, hold on, pause the video. Oh yeah, that's so cool. I love that. Oh, I love to see that. I've ruined everything. Yeah, it's good. That's Lapis' one ability, is it's really good at being enchanted. Also, over here you can see what's going to be shown later on, by the way, a little sneak peek for the future. And here, yes, there's a lot in this mod. If you're getting bored, you skip the timestamps. Anyway, there is Redstone Armor, and I will be showing that next. Alright, so this is what Lapis Armor looks like worn, by the way. It's pretty cool. Anyway, this is Redstone Armor. I love the texture for Redstone Armor, in my opinion. It's very powdery looking. Kind of reminds me of Chainmail. Probably because I use Chainmail to make texture. But anyway, this is Redstone. As you can see, its ability is it reduces gravity. Its protection's pretty bad. It's worse than Lapis, I'm pretty sure. You see 1, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, it's worse than copper, in fact. Next up, Redstone can be, in fact, upgraded using the Redstone smithing template. This is crafted using rose gold blocks, block of Dine, 2 netherite scraps, and more rose gold blocks. You don't know what rose gold blocks or Dine blocks are yet. I will be going over them. They are part of the mod later on. But just know the most expensive part is the netherite scraps. So anyway, so using the helmet and daylight sensor, you make the daylight detector helmet. Using the redstone chest plate and a piston, you make a double piston, or just a piston chest plate, sorry. Redstone lamp and leggings, you make redstone lamp leggings, and redstone boots and a note block, you can make the note block boots. This is what the full set looks like while being worn. I really like it, to be honest. It's one of my favourite sets. I'll probably say that a lot throughout this mod. I'm going to show you what each individual set does. So a bit like the Redstone Armor, the helmet, what it will do is it will decrease your gravity, except this time by even more. Once again, can be toggled. However, this also requires access to the day, access to the sun, or the sky actually. This works at night as well, just you need sky access. Next up is the chest plate. The piston chest plate, it increases your block place reach by a lot, as you can see. You can't punch mobs from far. Your mob interaction range is the same, because then you'd be really good at PvP. But as you can see, if I just get a bit close to this tree, you could place blocks really far. This can be really useful for building. But there is a combat buff. You deal more knockback with the chest plate, which is really fun. Chest plate's my favourite, in my opinion. Next up, we have the redstone lamp leggings. What they will do is they'll increase your step height, which by quite a funny amount. I believe it is not 4, it's 3 blocks. Which, yeah, it's very, very fun to mess around with. You can definitely make contraptions or bases using these leggings that no one else can access, just you, because you can make like a really big staircase with this. Finally is the note block boots. They will give you slow falling on shift, so you know, can be a good way of clutching fall damage. You know, if you're about to fall, you just hold shift. When used in combination with the helmet, this can be really good fun, because look what happens if you shift whilst in midair with the gravity ability. Look at this, you just float. It's very fun. You can kind of like shift walk. This doesn't work in the NeoForge version of the mod though. I'm not sure why the Forge mod does allow this. I didn't patch it because it's really fun. And yeah, that's the upgraded redstone set for you. This is what it looks like on full set. The very next armor set I have for you is the Amethyst armor. I love the Amethyst armor personally. I love the texture I did for it. I love the item texture for it. It's just very cool. It is slightly better than iron now, obviously because, you know, Amethyst is rarer than iron ore. You can see it's got little particles floating around it, which I love. Nice little detail. And the Amethyst armor has 2 abilities. First ability can be toggled. It gives you the glowing effect. Now, obviously, you can toggle this because I'm sure it's getting annoying. This is only when you have the full set on as well, by the way. But it can be useful for like if you want your friends to see you. But obviously, if you don't want them to see you, turn it off. Amethyst's second ability is that whilst holding Amethyst and shifting, you see you absorb the Amethyst and it heals your armor. Let me just see it a little bit longer. See, your armor is fully healed. This is a fan suggestion. I do listen to your ideas. I love your ideas when they're good. When they're bad, I hate them. Don't give me bad ideas. But if you have any good ideas that you want to give me, I'm open ears. I want to hear them. The next armor set is going to make you feel nostalgic if you remember classic YouTube days. The Emerald armor. This is like the most talked about one back in the day. As you can see here, it is better than iron. I did make it worse than diamond. I know Emerald armor is always the idea was to be better than diamond. However, in since 1.14, emeralds been much easier to get. So yeah, I made it. Just had to balance it. But it's got really good durability. Like diamond tier durability, slightly better than iron tier protection, and overall it looks amazing. So you should have it. Now, it does on full set. You get this ability, Hero of the Village 1. You know, just cause why not? You see this stuff? It's called clay, and yeah, that's right. Clay's got its own armor. It's a bit like wooden armor. Its texture's horrible. Its item textures are nice though, and its ability is when on full set. Also, while in water, you gain Dolphin's Grace. You know, because I don't know, cause clay's found in water, so I assumed that makes sense. So you swim a little bit faster. Whee! Anyway, next up, if you were to smelt your clay armor, you will get brick armor. Brick armor, as you can see here, is different to clay armor. It is better protection. As you see, it has about copperish kind of, I think a little bit worse than copper tier protection, and it has the same ability as the piston chestplate, except you know it's cheaper to make. And it's a bit worse, or a bit better. It's a bit better, yeah. It has knockback, it's very fun. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is so fun. Imagine this with knockback sword as well. Like, that would be so cool. You guys ready for a silly armor set? This was mainly made as a practice for the Iron Man set, which you probably saw, like, at the start of the video. If you hit right, not left shift, this is left shift. If you hit right shift, this happens. You were just in the ground. You get your armor alive. Now, your armor's now gone. Oh, this is string armor, by the way. I should have pointed out earlier. It's crafted with string. It's really cheap. It's awful. In fact, it's worse than wooden armor durability. But yeah, you can make it. You can do this when you have the full set on. You can't get it back now, but you know it's loyal to you. Like, go on, kill the villager. Oh, he's off. Oh, this is disappointing. Come on. Yes. Yeah, and if you kill him yourself, I should got a sword. Alright, stop killing villagers. Yeah, he has a chance of dropping some of your armor that's damaged, and will drop a little bit of string. Oh, it's not worth it. Don't try to make some dupe glitch. It's not going to work. I've already tried. Chainmail armor. You'll heard of it. It's not craftable, and I decided this is the perfect update to make it so you can craft chainmail armor. So, if you get iron and do this, you will get chainmail, which, you know, looks like a little paper, I guess, but it's chainmail. This can be crafted into chainmail armor. Did the same mistake again. Remember back to coal armor. Yeah, you can craft it into full set chainmail armor just like that. This makes it 1/3 the price of iron armor. You can see, look at me in chainmail armor. But there's another buff to chainmail armor. Not only is chainmail armor craftable, it's upgradable to Nethermail. As you can see here, Nethermail, which is better than diamond, slightly better than diamond, worse than netherite. However, you see, upgrade like this. When on full sets, in fire you will get fire resistance at half a heart. I mean, you can't die in lava, kinda. You'll only be stuck at half heart, so all it takes is one magma cube and you're dead. But you know, it's pretty useful. Also, if you want to upgrade your Nethermail to netherite, you can. It will only cost you diamond this time. And just like that, bada bing, bada boom, you got netherite without spending a single diamond. Well, you did spend diamonds. Don't lie to yourself. Hey, this is just your friendly reminder here. If you're playing this mod and you have any like balance change ideas, like you might think, oh, Nethermail is stronger than diamond, that's OP, and you play it and you realize that is OP, tell me. Whilst in the Nether, you may come across a very rare ore known as Quartz ore, which can be mined in the Nether and does not have an armor set until today. Introducing Quartz armor. This is Quartz armor. It's iron tier. It looks kind of similar to iron, I can't lie, and it's got some Nether abilities. Okay, so the helmet gives wither resistance, so you have a little wither skeleton baps you on the head. Oh, it's not iron tier, this is worse than iron. It's worse protection than iron. Why did I say iron tier? Sorry. If a wither skeleton hits you in the head, you won't get the withering effect. For chest plates, you'll get last resort, which what happens when your health drops below 50%, you will get regeneration, or is it? No, you gain resistance, sorry. This is only in the Nether. This is not in the overworld. The leggings, what they will do is they will give you haste whilst in the Nether, so that's pretty useful. And finally, the boots have two abilities: one basalt run, which is not a great biome to show you in, but basically it makes you run faster in basalt. And its second ability is frozen lava, which is an enchantment. Yes, there's enchantments. It has to go slash enchant, twist 32, lava walker. It's only at one level. I'll just put it on, and if now when going on lava, look at this. You basically get frost walker. It's pretty safe. Like, look at this. Have you ever been in the Nether and like had to wear gold armor so piglins doesn't kill you? But then you realize gold armor sucks. Well, I had to. Oh wait. Oh, they're scared. They're scared of the zombie pigmen. Well, I've got a solution to you. Remember rose gold I talked about before? Rose gold armor. Now, rose gold has its own armor set. There's more stuff to rose gold, but a big thing about the rose gold armor is it has two abilities: is gold's ability and copper's ability. So it's got conductive, the copper ability, and it's also got piglin neutral, the gold ability. So piglins will not attack you. Like if I was in survival mode, look, they don't attack me because I'm wearing rose gold armor, and also it's conductive. So it means if I go in a thunderstorm, I will be struck by lightning. Also a little tool set here, which is diamond tier strength, but it does break quick-ish. Not too quick, I'd say it breaks by stone level. So I do quite like it. As you can see, rose gold is crafted with, rose gold. The recipe of rose gold is 9 rose gold dust, which is crafted with a mix of copper nuggets and gold nuggets. Simple as that. Oh yeah, copper nuggets are crafted with copper, by the way. Rose gold does also have its own block, apple, and this, which I'll talk about later. Here's the block. It's a very nice looking block. It's actually the block for the achievement menu background. Also, we've got the rose gold apple, which is crafted with there's ingots. If you eat it, you will gain haste 2 for only a minute. You can also enchant the rose gold boots with frozen lava, which will once again allow you to run in lava just like the quartz. You will not get the basalt speed boost, however.
Never mind, you do get the speed boost.
Rose gold can also be smelted inside the furnace, as you can see here. If you were to smelt it, it will just give the powder, which is the equivalent of a rose gold nugget. As you can see here, it takes 9 rose gold powder or dust to make 1 rose gold ingot, and so basically it's just a nugget. Have you ever got any spare glass lying around? Because now you can craft it into glass armor, which I love the helmet texture, by the way. And you can wear it, an awful sound, and yeah, now you got glass armor. As you can see, that is a glass armor stand. If I was going to survival mode, you can see its ability is refraction 4. What that means is your reach is increased, but unlike the piston, it also increases your entity hit reach. So if I was to go like this, see, I can reach this armor strand. If I was to just take off even just one set, extend the full set, my reach is reduced. But oh wow, okay, I didn't know you could do that. Now you might think, oh, that's OP. Don't worry, glass breaks extremely quickly, and as you can see, has 2, 4, whatever you're gonna call it, total protection, which means it is worse than wood in protection wise. And alright, okay, I'm just gonna do this. If I was to do this, look how quickly it breaks. Yeah, it breaks extremely quick, and you need the full set for its ability, so all it takes is 1 armor piece to break, and that's the ability gone. So really good in offense, really bad in defense. For next armor set of this mod, I'll be wearing a Steve skin, just because the Snorlax skin has his eyes really low down. But as you can see, it's the TNT armor. See, the eyes should fit perfectly. On most skins, obviously, Snorlax skin it doesn't because its eyes are so low down. It's got an interesting ability. While on fire, your armor explodes. This is for each piece, so having the full set makes the biggest explosion, but even just one piece will still make an explosion. Let me just show you. Yep, you don't take damage from the explosion. You will take fall damage, so obviously I went to creative mode there, so I didn't. And yeah, your armor set is gone once you explode. It is not broken, however, because the amount of TNT you need for this explosion, is what the same as the amount it costs to craft the armor. As you can see, it is just crafted with TNT, just like this. If you're worried people are going to grief your world with the TNT armor, do not worry, there's a green rule. It's called TNT armor explodes if you set this to false and try blow yourself up. As you see, the armor will disappear, but you will not explode. Remember when I said that the where is it? This armor set was one of my favorite armor sets? I lied. This right here is my favorite armor set. The yellow rabbit suit based off of Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's. Here we have the skin whilst being worn. I love its model, it's really cool. The helmet texture will look a bit weird with Optifine. I would like to point it out. I have no clue how to fix that because Optifine's a closed source. But it's a very interesting ability if you were to go towards water. Alright, let me show you what happens if you go in water with this suit. If those who know the Five Nights at Freddy's lore will know what's about to happen next.
I always come back.
That was the entire animation for you. Now you are now immortal, you cannot die. And oh, okay, so this saturation I have is getting really annoying. Let me just get rid of saturation, there we go. And this is what it looks like. As you see, you are immortal now, however you cannot break blocks. Well, unless you're in them, I guess. You can't break blocks. You cannot steal any damage. You're really slow, but you can't die. Except one way. Alright, this is once again a reference to Five Nights at Freddy's 3 this time. This is what happens when you go inside fire. Okay, so yeah, there's a chance you'll end up in a block here, but once you die, you'll go to the
Nether.
So most of the time you'll actually spawn in the actual
Nether.
like not inside a block. Oh. But there is a chance you will. Where am I? There is a chance to spawn a block. There will be an air gap, however. Don't worry, you have to mine your way out. Most of the time you just spawn in the Nether, and yeah, now you have to escape the Nether, which is possible. Good luck. The next armor set can be obtained from 4 different mobs. The first being slimes. You can see here. If you craft them, you can make slime boots. You can see you can put these on, and you'll be given a double jump, as well as some jump boost. It's very fun to play around with. It's very satisfying. The armor is not the strongest, but it can be a good way of reducing fall damage. Within the jungle, you may find that an ocelot. If you were to kill an ocelot, it will drop ocelot hide now, as well as a couple other items. This ocelot hide can be used to craft ocelot leggings. Ocelot leggings, or ocelot pants, when equipped, give you swiftness. So it's only... Oh yes, here's a toggle it. It gives swiftness free. This can be used with the slime boots to give a really good movement. As you can see, once turtles grow up, they will drop turtle scutes. These scutes can be crafted into the new turtle shell plate. Now the ability, known as Master Uguay, will make you on land slower, but in water faster and stronger. Let me show you this. This is what it looks like worn. It doesn't work very well with cape, to be honest. This is it without the cape. You can now jump in water and swim much faster. Well, a little bit faster. When used in combination with depth starter boots, you will swim extremely fast. This also gives you, when in water, Dolphin Screws 2, Resistance 1, Regeneration and Strength. However, whenever you walk onto land, you will be given slowness. Protection wise, this gives fairly good protection, about diamond tier protection. The final piece is crafted using phantom membranes. As you can see, it's a helmet, and its ability is Poof, which gives you invisibility, and this ability can be toggled. However, you may notice this does not work with the other armor pieces. This is what it looks like without any armor. You see there are no particles, which is really useful, and it can be toggled. The phantom helmet is the only actual piece that has no durability. This turtle shell plate has high durability, medium durability, and this one has a low durability. The armor update adds 3 new ores. The first ore is titanium. Now titanium, it looks just like this. It is half the rarity of iron ore. When titanium is mined, it will drop raw titanium ore, which can be smelted into titanium ingots. Titanium offers some new tools, which are slightly better than iron, as well as you can see Stark Tech, which I'll show you later on. It also offers an apple. Titanium can also be used, as you can see, as a replacement for iron in some iron recipes. And you see it gives double the items, only for recipes give, the darker colors, as well as it can be crafted to make a gun barrel. Remember earlier on this video where I mentioned the shotgun and the pistol? Well, titanium is what is used to craft these things. So the shotgun here is crafted like this. It requires 2 shotgun barrels, which are crafted with a bunch of titanium surrounding a netherite ingot. And this can also be used to craft a pistol, which only requires 1 barrel, and it's crafted just like that. The bullet here is crafted using 8 titanium around a gunpowder. This bullet is used for a pistol. The shotgun shell is crafted like this. It gives 4 shotgun shells, and it's crafted using pellets, which are crafted like this or like this. First, I'm going to show you the shotgun. As you can see, the shotgun shells only stack up to 16, and it does an absolutely large amount of damage here. With your right mouse button, you can fire 2 rounds. So if I go to survival mode, boom! As you see, I lose 2 rounds. That witch went flying because it's so close up. Obviously, the further back you go, the less damage and knockback you'll do. That was actually a huge hit. I can also shift click the shotgun to only fire 1 round. You see it does a lot less knockback there. If I was just shooting far away, didn't even hit there. You see it did a lot less knockback than the first shot because that was every single bullet hitter. Shotgun has great crowd control, as you can see, because it does do like a bit of area effect damage. The shotgun can also launch you upwards if you shoot downwards. The pistol has much better aim compared to the shotgun, as you can see here. Again, 2 shots much further away, however it does much less damage, and the bullet item is much cheaper than the shotgun shell. The pistol has a small amount of crowd control. Unlike the shotgun, the distance between each shot does not matter. You can do the shot really close up and really far away and do the exact same damage. You also get no benefit from shooting downwards at the ground, as it does not deal any recoil. There are 2 different enchantments you can give to either the pistol or the shotgun. These enchantments cannot be used together. These enchantments are preloading and reloading. Preloading means you do not use any ammo. It is like the infinity enchantment for the bow. As you can see here, I can shoot fine. In fact, if I was to drop my shotgun shells, I can still use the shotgun just fine. For our second enchantment, it is called reloading, and it will reduce the amount of time it takes between each shot. As you can see right here, the cooldown is noticeably quicker. These enchantments also are applied to the pistol, work the exact same, have a max level of 1, as I said before, cannot be added together, and cannot be added using an enchantment table. To get these enchantments, you have to get a librarian villager. You can also craft titanium apples. When you eat a titanium apple and then use a shotgun, the shotgun will result in an explosion. This will only happen once per every apple. An unstable titanium apple can also be crafted using blocks. This takes a longer time to eat, but the explosion it creates is much larger. But don't worry, in case you're worried people are going to grief your world with this, you can enable and disable this using the game rule, titanium apples enabled. If it's false, look what happens. As you see, no explosion. What do you mean you don't sell anything? Remember at the start of the video you stole all these armor sets? Well, right here we have titanium armor. So you see it looks very nice, it's darker kind of color. And each armor set piece has a special ability which combos really nicely with the shotgun. Now the armor set itself is just slightly better than iron, since the ore is half the rarity of iron. Now from an ability point of view, as I said before, all these abilities combo with the shotgun. The helmet gives a 50% chance not to use any shotgun shells. The chest bit here has got 2 abilities. For a start, the pistol deals increased knockback. The chest bit's second ability makes it so you receive a decreased amount of knockback whilst holding the shotgun. As you can see clearly here, I'm receiving very little knockback. If I take away the shotgun, I receive more knockback. This is useful so that if someone else hits you with the shotgun, you will not be knocked back as far. Anyway, just to show you the pistol's knockback buff whilst wearing the chest bit, here's the pistol without a chest bit, and here's it with the chest bit. As you can see, it dealt an increased amount of knockback. What the leggings do is they decrease the reload time for both the shotgun and the pistol. Here's the pistol with neither leggings or reload enchant. Here's them with the leggings. And here's the reload enchant and leggings. And here's the shotgun with leggings and reload enchant. For comparison, here is no leggings and no reload enchant. You can see the speed is 2 times as fast with both leggings and reload enchant. What the boots will do is they'll give you the speed effect whilst holding the shotgun. This can be useful to get up close to someone with the shotgun, since the shotgun is most optimal up close. The boots have a second ability, that being called third barrel. What this does is that when you have at least 3 ammo in your inventory and you press R, as you can see, make a massive explosion. Now, cursing in creative mode, it didn't use up the ammo, but in survival mode it would have. And this is really useful for if your shotgun is on cooldown, you can still use the ability. Of course, the ability's cooldown will be on your boots. This ability also is given to the Syntaxium boots, which are these two, which I'll talk about a bit more later for the late game stuff. You can use the ability whilst your shotgun's on cooldown, which can be really useful as a last resort kind of move. You can toggle the speed boost ability on the boots with K, and also the third barrel ability has massive recoil ground. Look at this, there's a normal shot and see, I went flying, so be careful of that because you will die of fall damage if you do not clutch. I saved the best for last. So when you're wearing the full set and you press right shift, now this is left shift, right shift's the other button, you will get given the Maniac ability. What the Maniac ability will do is you rapid fire like crazy. Now it does have a massive cooldown, so use the ability wisely, but let me just show you it. So this is right shift, this is left shift. As you just saw there, you fire rapid fire. This also applies for the pistol and is incredibly fun to use. Final thing to say is that there is a titanium tool set. It's slightly better than iron. Just craft if you got spare titanium, I guess. But anyway, on to the next armor set that links to titanium. It's this one. By putting 4 rose gold ingots just like this, you can make a rose gold cog. And you put 3 copper nuggets just like this, you'll get a copper wire. Now you get 4 rose gold cogs and place them like this, just like how you made them in the first place. And get the copper wires, you will make a module. Now if you get this module, place it in the center here with 2 diamonds on either side, and the titanium ingots from before, and place them like a bookshelf, you will get some Stark technology. Now by placing your Stark tech in the center and surrounding it by 2 more titanium ingots and placing 4 gold in each corner and 2 redstone at the top and bottom, you'll make once again Stark technology, but this time it is a gold titanium alloy with hot rod red finish. And finally, using the Stark technology, you can craft the Iron Man armor. So the helmet will require a gold nugget right here, the chest plate will require a diamond block in the center, and the leggings and boots are just crafted as you'd expect them to be. This is what the set looks like whilst being worn. You can press G to open and close the helmet, which is very snazzy. It allows you to show your skin off. When the helmet is closed, you will gain water breathing and night vision. Now, the best part about this armor set is that you can actually fly using it. So by pressing R, you will start flying. You can see your armor starts to light up a bit. However, there is a downside. Look at my XP bar. See where it's going down as I fly? So flying will cost you XP. This is how I balanced it. You can fly with or without your helmet being open, but you require a full set to fly using the Iron Man armor. This is it without the cape, because capes are getting in the way. However, don't worry, there's a lot more abilities of a summer set. For a start, by pressing O whilst wearing the chest plate, you're able to launch out a little attack. However, look at my XP bar while I do this. It goes down quite a lot. Another benefit to this armor set is when wearing the chest plate, your bare fists will deal an increased amount of damage. Now this is only when your hands are empty. If you're holding anything, you will not get this benefit. Also, just to show you, here's what the items look like whilst you're flying. And if I was hit G, the helmet texture also changes. Now what the leggings will do is they'll allow you to step up blocks just like this, and you can also fall slowly by holding shift. This will not cost any XP however, so do not worry. Oh, I shifted too late. So that means you can kind of combo it with your flight and shift fall down slowly so you don't take fall damage. Now there's one final ability I got to show you, and I remember what I said before about the string armor. Ta-da! Your Iron Man can become a sentry. Now if I was to find some enemies, here's the Iron Man sentry against the Ravager. You can see it doesn't actually deal explosions anymore whilst in the sentry. You have to actually be wearing it to make an explosion, but it will attack hostile enemies. It does a decent amount of damage, and if you want to put him back on, you can either kill the sentry or just click it and you'll re-equip the sentry. The Iron Man armor set does not take any durability, nor can it be enchanted. Oh yeah, also it has the copper's conductive ability, as you can see right here. Oh wow, I'm luckily I'm in creative mode here, but yeah, that would have killed me. Alright, let's see this. Loads of Iron Man minions versus a warden. Who will win? Oh, they're not winning. Oh, they lost. Yep, they easily lost that one. Alright, there's 3 ores in the small pack. I'm going to show you the second ore now. This right here is Dine ore. Dine ore can be mined with at least an iron pickaxe. It is about, oh wow, yeah, it can go flying. As you see, it will drop Dine dust. Dine ore is about, not as rare as diamonds. I would say you get about 2 Dine ores per every diamond ore. Now interesting enough, Dine dust can also be crafted by surrounding ender pearls and reward. This gives a method of automation and also gives a little bit of lore drop. Yes, this stuff is Enderman fossils, maybe. Now, if you get enough of this Dine dust, you can make a diamond block. Oh yes, okay. You also do need iron. Once you get enough Dine dust and you surround it by a piece of iron, you will get a Dine dust block. Dine dust blocks then can be smelted into Dine alloy ingots. Oh, it's alloy because it's an alloy between Dine dust and iron. Now, Dine alloys can be used to craft a block of Dine, as well as a Dine tool set, which is worse than diamond, better than iron. It can be crafted into the Dine smithing template, which I will talk about later. The Dine apple, which I'll talk about in a minute. This, which I'll talk about later. More tools. And also an armor set, which I'll talk about very soon. Each piece of Dine armor gives a different ability. The helmet gives night vision. You can see, takes a second. Look at this, night vision. Oh, I love it. You take it off and the night vision goes away. The chest bit will prevent you from dying in the end's void. So obviously I can't do it here. I'll show you when I get to the end. Oh hey, look, we're in the end. If I was built on the chest bit and jump into the void, even go in survival mode, watch this. I get teleported right above the end. So this go, oh whoa, what is that? Oh, it's the fog, it's the Ender Dragon fog. You can see I can survive the end void using the Dine chest plate. I'm sure there are situations where it's going to be useful. A hidden ability of the chest plate is that it will give you luck. Just the base level luck, which is really cool. I don't even know how useful luck is, to be honest, but hey, you got luck. Next up we got Dine leggings. What Dine leggings will do is they'll give you, as you see right here, levitation while shifting. Now you may think this is kind of useless because like it's so slow, but no, like this can prevent fall damage for a start. You get out of any little cave, any little gaps. For small distances this is extremely useful, but for big distances this is not very useful, I'm gonna be honest. This is slower than a happy gas, I should point out, so it's not like OP or anything. But you can kind of practice it. If you kind of like do this, you can go a bit faster. Finally, we have the Dine boots. Now what the Dine boots do is they will convert any given mining fatigue all into haste of the exact same level. Now there's one situation where this is useful, and that's with an Elder Guardian. Look what happens if I go in survival mode. Oh no, it gave me mining fatigue. Don't worry, my Dine boots converted mining fatigue into haste, and it will do the exact same level and exact same length, duration, whatever you want to call it. Wow. So what this can be really useful for if an Elder Guardian, if you trap one like this, and I don't do it correctly, you can give yourself infinite haste, and it's haste free as well. I typed in the command wrong, but it would be haste free. I don't know why he didn't work. Maybe maybe this doesn't work, but it's really useful for raiding ocean monuments. Here I got the full set on. I really love how it looks. There's no full set ability. They all have their own individual abilities, but I do love how the full set looks. Like, look at it. It's like not right, but better. Now, Dine comes with 3 different blocks, and each of these blocks have very interesting properties. The Dine Ore will happen as soon as you drop items on it. Oops. If you drop items on it, they will go whoosh. And the same happens for any oh, wow. The same will happen for any entity. That was much more than I expected. Yeah, oh wow, okay, so you can make really cool boosters with this. Dine Dust Block is a bit more civilized. As you can see, it does not want you as far. But it's still got a little bit of boost. But also gives you jump boost, as you can see. It's very cool. I'm pretty sure it falls with gravity. Yeah, it does. And finally, get ready for this to block a Dine. Oh boy. Oh, okay, that was... Yeah, this would be really useful if you're running away from someone. You can kind of like place down Dine blocks beneath you. Like, look at this. And there is a skill to it, by the way. I have practiced it a bit, but if you're a skilled player, like myself, you could genuinely be really good with this, like in mobility. And because this is also farmable, like, you know, I'm just saying, there is a lot of potential with this block. Or just even just as like, if you want a really fast boat thing, then you can also use that. Do you guys remember the Dine apple from like earlier? Well, now I'm going to show you what it does. You can still see the Elder Guardian. So the Dine apple's got 2 abilities. It will grant luck and night vision when you just eat it, like anywhere. So not that good. I mean, it's not expensive. So yeah, you can see luck. It's at 5, 6, and night vision. Pretty useful, like. But however, the better part of it is it will grant several positive effects in the end or error dimension. Now, you don't know what the error dimension is yet. I will show that later. It's very interesting. But if I was to go to the end, now we are in the end. I can eat the Dine apple. Ignore chat. As you can see, I get refraction, which remember from earlier, it's the glass ability, which increases my reach. It's only refraction 1, so it's not a lot. I mean, that's still really useful. Regeneration, which, oh, okay, regeneration doesn't last very long, because that would be OP if it did. Like, regeneration is so OP. And strength, I think strength 1, which also is very useful. So this is great if you're going to an end fight, bring Dine apples with you. Also bring a Dine chestplate with you, or Dine leggings too, like scaling those Dine leggings. But Dine is good in the end. Alright, so the next part of this mod is made in honor of Tecnoblade. As you can see, it is the legendary pig, an incredibly rare spawn. It is incredibly good in combat, and if killed will drop his crown. I'm going to show you my attempt of fighting it. Wish me luck. Alright, let's see this. Oh yeah, it does a lot of damage here. Oh, okay, you can ride it. I did half health. Alright, round 2, let's go. Oh, he is so good. He's fast. Okay, I did it. Okay, when you kill him, he will drop the Legend's Crown. And you can see, this is what it looks like on your helmet. It has diamond tier protection. And yeah, it's incredibly rare. In fact, it's probably one of the rarest in the game. I've never seen one spawn naturally, so for all I know, they don't even spawn naturally. They're that rare. Alright, the next part of the mod, pretty simple. Fast puts 2 tinted glass and some sticks. You'll get sunglasses. These can be worn, and look how snazzy they look. They do work on my skin. They should work on most skins, so when I practice it, I had a Steve skin on. So yeah, they don't do anything though. They're just nice to have, I guess. Alright, a bit like the sunglasses, we've got 3 armor sets here, which have no ability. Remember earlier on I said I'm going to talk about it later, but the armor sets have no ability. These are armor sets and no ability. They also have really, really low protection. This is because these are the wool armor, and they are absolutely cosmetic. Which is why I recommend them with cosmetic armor. Because look at this. You can have, you know, a bit of wool armor. Have it over, not here, but have them here. So look at that. You kind of like cosmetic armor. They were designed with cosmetic armor in mind. Same with the sunglasses here. You can put them in your cosmetic armor slot. Yeah, and then you can have actual armor underneath. Also, just to clarify, they are crafted how you'd probably expect them to craft, with wool of their colour. By upgrading an Amethyst helmet with a smithing template and a block of Dine, you can craft the helmet's Ditto. This is what the helmet Ditto looks like whilst being worn, and if you press R, you can turn it into a Ditto. As you can see here, the Ditto has 5 different transformations. With your right mouse button, you can turn the Ditto into a sword. And press R to return it back to its own value. If you press your other mouse button, you can turn it into a shield, and press R to turn it back to normal. If you click on a block, you will get a Ditto multi-tool. If you shift click on a block, you will get a Ditto shear. Finally, if you shift click on air, you will turn it back into a Ditto helmet. Here I have all the 5 transformations of a Ditto. The Ditto sword does 7 attack damage, so it's pretty good. The Ditto multi-tool can mine any block, which is pretty useful. The Ditto shears, or shears Ditto, can be used to shear sheep, or you can actually use it to ride a mob. It's a secret ability it has. The helmet can just be worn. It's pretty good protection actually, 4 armor. And finally, the shield Ditto can be used to just as like a shield. Now, none of these take durability or can be enchanted like the Iron Man set. Now, if you were to put a chest and 2 string into a crafting table, you will get a backpack, which is an infinitely deep pocket dimension found in a chest. If only you had a key to get into it. Don't worry, I've also added keys. Each of the different keys are created by putting a different item into stonecutter. So the green key is crafted by putting an emerald into a stonecutter. The yellow key requires gold, orange key is copper, red key is a redstone block, purple key is an amethyst crystal, blue key is a diamond, a grey key is a piece of iron, and the black key is the netherite ingot. It cannot be destroyed in fire, and it's also got another ability, which I'll show in a second. So most keys, when used on a backpack, will just look like this. They give you 4 slots, just like that. It's very nice. However, if you use the black key, you will get a much bigger backpack, which I really like how this works. Also, different keys will open different parts of the backpack. So if I were to just get myself my stripped oak logs and put them in my black key part, if I was to open the yellow key, you can see it's not here, it's still in the black key. It's time I show you the final ore in the armor update. Now, this ore adds a whole level of progression to the game. Introduced in Syntaxium. As you can see, it's a pulsing redstone like ore, and if I was going to survival mode, it does take a while to mine. On mining, it will only drop nuggets. These nuggets can be obtained through another ore, which I'll show in a second. As you can see, I got 3 nuggets at a time. It will drop between 1 and 4 nuggets, I believe, without fortune. These also have a chance of dropping from Dine. See, it's a very small chance. Oh no! Whoa! Okay, the music in the background, okay, pause for that. That was my first time taking that shot. Wow, okay, these are a 1% chance of dropping. That did take me from surprise. Okay, that's awesome. But yeah, you can see they have a chance of dropping from Dine, or you just find the ore itself. The ore itself spawns once per every chunk, which is rarer than diamond because it only spawns in veins of 1. Good luck finding it. Alright, before anyone says it's actually really common, let me just prove to you how long it takes to find a Syntaxium nugget from this ore. I will be speeding this up. As you can see, I went through an entire stack and did not get a single nugget, so the chance of that happening was really... It was incredible. Okay, I just got that achievement there. Alright, round 2. Alright, as you can see, just about the end of the stack there, and I got 1 Syntaxium. So it took 2 stacks to get a single nugget, and I got that first try. That is amazing. Alright, so here you can see every crafting recipe using Syntaxium. You got a Syntaxium block, which is not as exciting as the Dine block, it's just a block. The Dine smithing template, which you'll see later. These, which you'll see later. Reverse crafting recipe, and that. Because all the crafting recipes are in the smithing template. You can craft the recovery compass, and Syntaxium. Also, notice this smithing template is different this is crafted like this, or the base one is crafted by smelting a block of netherite, and then you can duplicate them just like with 4 netherite, and then anyway, back to excuse me, there we go, back to this. We can see the uses for Syntaxium. You can craft the Syntaxium compass, which is really useful, used to locate Syntaxium Ore. I'll show you more about that very soon. Syntaxium axe, Syntaxium leggings, shovel, chest plate, hoe, powerless totem, a helmet, a sword, another pickaxe, and boots. So a tool set, a totem, a compass, and armor. When you find enough Syntaxium to create an item, I personally recommend making the compass. The reason being is you can use this compass to mine Syntaxium quicker. So I'll just show you in use. You click it, something like that. Once you get closer to any Syntaxium, it will start to sound different. Oh, that was quick. My luck in this video is really good. I swear this isn't fake, by the way. I know a lot of people are gonna think this is fake. This isn't. So where is it? It's here. You saw it shine for a second. It will shine a little bit. So this is the sound when there's no Syntaxium nearby. When there's Syntaxium nearby, and it'll start to shine when you're closer. Oh, and it'll do that when you're really close. And oh, bedrock ore down. So I'd say we're about oh, there it is. Okay, I broke it by accident, but that was Syntaxium Ore. So yeah, you can use the compass to find it. Let me try to find a second piece using the compass. Oh, okay. I guess we are low down on the ground. Let's see. Oh, it's up. It's above us. Where is it? Oh, it's under gravel. And yeah, it's not as OP as I'm making it seem. That's redstone. Oh, where is it? There it is. Here's the Syntaxium, another Syntaxium Ore. It is rarer than this. I am having really good luck this video. It should not be this easy. Alright, here's the tool set. Unless you're in a PvP server, I personally recommend your second purchase to be the Syntaxium pickaxe, because let me just show you what it does. It mines in a 3x3, which is really useful. You can also shift mine, just to mine normally obviously, because it can be a problem. And then there's also a shovel, which works pretty similar to the pickaxe. As you can see, it's very satisfying. Once again, you can shift click to not do it. The shovel also has an attack bonus. When attacking a player, you apply weakness, slowness, and nausea to your targets. Also, I'd love to know what you guys think of these animations. They're kind of giving them, I decided to give it just to make them stand out a bit more. But anyway, here we have the axe. Now, you have Syntaxium axe. Kind of works similar to the shovel and pickaxe, but this time it will suck up an entire tree. If you shift click, it will not, because obviously it can get annoying if you're building a base. It only does the block it's at, by the way, so you have 2 blocks beside each other, like, I guess it's a good example. It'll only do the blocks vertical. It also has 2 combat benefits. So there's axe wound. When you hit a player, they cannot draw their weapons temporarily. Also, I can't show this because I got no one to play with. Or secondly, you got non-players will take bleeding damage, which is less exciting. Let me show you on this sheep. Okay, I just kill it. Oh, there's the third ability, die and dash. You gain speed after hitting a mob. Anyway, will you die instantly? There, you can see it takes a little bit of bleeding damage. If I was just that. You also get, a little bit of speed. Which is pretty cool. I could probably also show you the shovel. Look at me juggling the shovel. Oh, you died. Shovel's other ability. You can see it gives a little slowness, nausea, and weakness. The axe's player blade does have a cooldown. It's not broken. Alright, so what the sword does is it will slam enemies to the ground in an explosion. The only condition is they must be in the air. So let me just show you. If I was to knock the sheep off, its corpse went flying downwards. Yes, it does work with dead mobs. If I was to get a villager and knock him off a ledge, you can see it just explodes. It's incredibly satisfying. But you may be thinking this is a very niche situation. Well, let me just tell you that the hoe, it will launch entities into the air. Which, by itself that's kind of useless. But in combination with the sword, watch this. Look at that. Let me show you it on my alt account. Alright, I'm going to show you what you're about to see on my alt account, that I own this name by the way. Let me just switch to control the other guy, and this is what it looks like. It's incredibly satisfying, and if you got no armor, that's an instant death. Sadly I couldn't try to axe on my alt account because I can't, I can't control two players at the same time, so you're just going to believe me that the ability works. Alright, next up we got the Syntaxium Armor set. It is crafted by using Syntaxium ingots and special upgrade templates and hard armor. To get this, you see the boots, what they'll give you is they'll give you speed as well as resistance 1. This is a pretty big thing. All of these armor pieces give resistance 1 by themselves. You see I got speed, that's kind of it. The leggings give me haste whilst being worn. The chest plate will give me strength whilst being worn. And the helmet gives me Hero of the Village whilst being worn, but also, you can see here the third ability, Unstable Trip. On full set, look what I can do. Ta-da, no, it's lower the first time. Now, as you can see, I just teleported to a new dimension. What just happened? Now, this requires a full set, and you can teleport in and out of the void just like that. The void is the exact same terrain as the overworld. As you look closely at the terrain. Okay, it's the same, trust me. Except for the ocean. Ocean is very interesting. It's very noisy, I guess you could say. If I was to land here, even look at this little blot thing in the ground. It's perfectly identical. I love it. So this can be really nice in PvP, or if you want to sneak into someone's base, you can just straight up move like that, walk around into their base, and then teleport back into into the overworld. You cannot teleport into blocks, it just won't do anything if there's a block in the way, like by this. You see I'm pressing the button, nothing's happening. So for quite a while in development, this is always considered the strongest armor set. But then I decided I don't like progression being completed, and to be honest this isn't impossible to get. So I decided I would add another armor set. This! Now what I'm wearing is the second strongest armor set. And that right there, oh! I pressed shift by accident and I'm, wow, okay. Yeah, it doesn't work in super flat worlds, by the way. There's a slight cooldown, by the way, between teleporting. I can't teleport back, guys. Like, it's not letting me teleport back, what's happening? Why can't I okay, you know what? This is a good time to tell you how you get in and out of the void without Syntaxium Armor. There is an item, two items, known as the Amethyst apple and the stretched bone apple. The stretched bone apple allows you to skip the void. It is crafted with a bunch of bones for an apple, which all of those items can be found within the void dimension. There's villages can spawn here, and also you've seen all of the fossils. And the Amethyst apple is crafted like this, and that's how you get into the void. So let me just eat this. You can see, love the little achievement. Oh, ta-da! I'm back. And then there is a downside. You will get the, I'm not pronouncing that. That's a Latin word. Regidior. However you want. If someone speaks Latin, please tell me how you pronounce that. But what it means is return backwards, and this effect will stay. And once it runs out, you will be teleported back into the void. How do you get rid of it? Well, you craft a Nether portal. The only way to get rid of the Regidior effect is by changing your dimension. Changing your origin, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure. I feel like this isn't the best reason. I might in the future go back over this and think of a better, way of getting rid of the effect. That's currently is a 1.2, the way you get rid of it. And okay, let me show you the Amethyst apple. This is how you get into the void. It just teleports, it's pretty basic. So I think by flying I didn't actually show you properly the Regidior effect, or apple. See, it launches you upwards. Because I flew, you never actually saw me get launched upwards. That's also why, because he's still falling. To start off, we have the SyntMAXium boots, which in my personal opinion is my favourite of the four. As you can see, it's got 4 abilities. Boots is swift, which is the same ability from before, it gives speed. Extra tough armor, now it gives resistance 2 whilst being worn. Most stable trip, you can now do the teleportation effect where you go inside the void just with one armor piece. And finally, hyperdrive. I love this. Okay, so let me just show you what these actually mean. So, boots of swift, so obviously you just get swiftness. Oh, hold on. You have to enable. You get speed, just speed 1 I think. Maybe it's, I'm not sure. But you can walk quickly, but if you were to hit sprint, you run really fast. But this isn't even everything, by the way. This is not your top speed. So this is sprinting. This is just walking. You can toggle it with K. Remember, K is always what you toggle your abilities, especially the speed abilities can be toggled with K. See, you walk normally now. You walk quickly now, but there's another one. If you hit R, look at this. It increases your step height and makes you run fast. And if you sprint with this, look how fast you go. You go insane amounts of speed. Be careful though, if you do fall in water, look what happens. You just get slammed underwater. But I love it. It is really good for charge. It's faster than the Elytra, by the way. Let me just show you it. Oh, it's so cool. But it's very dangerous. You could die doing this if you fall in a ravine. Alright, to follow up, here we have the leggings, and you can probably see by my arm swing, it gives haste. Haste 2, also whilst wearing the full set, this will increase the haste 3, which I really like. The second ability is locked zips. What this means is this has the same ability as the backpack all the way in the really early game. As you can see, you can use the keys whilst holding this. They're going to see you don't have them, by the way. You see, you can't actually open it, so it's got the backpack's ability. It also has, the 2 abilities that every armor piece has, and then finally, firework jump. Now, this is really useful with the boots, because with the boots, you'll probably end up falling in a lot of ravines. So by pressing G, you'll do this, and boom, you'll get launched upwards into the sky. This is, as I said, good for falling ravines, that's kind of it. So the chest plate is very interesting. What it will do is give you strength 2, but on full set strength 3. So, in addition to the original classic Syntaxium chestplate. However, now its new ability, if you fall in lava, you'll gain fire resistance, so you're fireproof, which is great. It has the 2 other abilities all of them have. And finally, last post. The next ability, what it will do is if you're in really low health, or any health actually, what you can do is you can press H to give yourself regeneration, absorption, but it will cost you a little bit XP, and it has a very long cooldown. So this is useful in combat if you're about to die. The final armor piece of this set is the SyntMAXium helmet. It is Curse of Fame. You can hear the Village 4. You're waterproof. In water, as you can see, you gain conduit power, maybe? Oh yeah, I already got it. Extra tough armor, and mostly silver trip, you've already seen. And finally, Magnify. Probably the best ability in this is where you can reach further, so if I was just kinda... Yeah, you can kinda tell I can reach further. It's refraction free this time. Here is a full set in all of its glory. It is very powerful. There is no on full set ability other than the chest plate and leggings strength and haste boost. However, in the future, in the next update, I've already actually started working on an ability for whenever you have the full set, so stay tuned for that. Here is the heavy Syntaxium sword. It is the strongest weapon in this mod and was just made to balance out SyntMAXium Armor, because the thing I noticed with SyntMAXium Armor is you just cannot die. So it makes PvP boring, right? So I added this to make PvP more exciting. Now you can kill people using this sword. This is a texture for it. I love the texture for it. It is incredibly cool. It took a long time to animate, and I'm really glad I put in the work, because look at it. Here you have the crafting recipe for it. So it's crafted using a Syntaxium sword, just the advanced smithing template, and a gilded block of Syntaxium, which requires all 4 of these. So it's about the same cost as a full set of SyntMAXium armor. Oh yeah, this can also be uncrafted. Don't worry, it's the same ratios. Obviously you lose some stars. Here's a sword. So it's the sharpest of all swords, deals lethal amount of damage, and is able to kill those in the greatest of armors. It has Bane of Ankles, it applies slowness to your targets, and Nuclear Slam is just the same ability from before. It is really strong. I have play tested it, and it is possible to kill a SyntMAXium player with this sword. See, it does 30 damage. It is slightly slower than a normal sword, though it's 1.1 attack speed. The Syntaxium sword has 2 new enchantments, Exploding and Lightning Slam. Exploding cannot be added with sharpness, Lightning Slam can be added with anything. Here is an Iron Golem versus a unenchanted Syntaxium sword. As you see, it did not do a lot of damage and did a small explosion. Here is an Iron Golem versus a exploding free Syntaxium sword. As you can see, the explosion from exploding free is larger than the explosion from no enchantments. The next enchantment is Lightning Slam. This can go up to 5 levels. Here is the 5th level. Chaotic, right? The heavy Syntaxium sword can also be given these enchantments. Here's what it looks like with both enchants. As you can see, the Iron Golem did die of the last attack, and it did do the biggest explosion. Alright, so here I got a little dummy from the Target Dummy mod. I'm just going to show you the Syntaxium Armor versus the sword. It does like, 1.5 hearts on a crit, 2 hearts. So it's not a lot of damage, but compared to like, any other, even just the sword before it, see, look at that damage, it's nothing. And the fact that they can out-heal that, they shouldn't be able to out-heal this, maybe. Yeah, that's 1 heart, wait no, that's 1 heart, right? Yeah, 2 is 1 heart. Here's a heavy Syntaxium sword versus a player in Syntaxium Armor with protection 4. It will do 3 hearts on a crit and 1.5 hearts on a regular slice. Also, just for comparison, this is a sword against an unarmed player. 78 damage. This is a sharpness 5, by the way. Look at that. Let's just speedrun these. 33, 30, 16, 6. Also, this is now protection, enchanted protection 4. It's 5.5, 3.1, 4.1, or 1.4, sorry. Alright, I decided to save this for last, since this is the latest of the late game stuff, the totems lines. The line of totems, you've already seen them in the creative tab, I'm sure, a bunch. This is the final thing. It's been over an hour, like I'm just checking in CapCut right now. It's the video footage, it's currently going over an hour. I was expecting this video to be 20 minutes long, I'm sorry. But if you've watched this entire thing, genuinely I respect you, thank you. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. I'm just going to give you my respect. You have my respect. I couldn't sit for an entire hour. Well, I'm going to have to, doing all this editing. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Play this mod. If you watch this entire video and don't play this mod, I don't know. But anyway, let's look at the totems. So you put a totem on Dine, remember this from before? And a Syntaxium ingot, you will get a powerless totem, which gives you 1 extra heart. As you can see here, you drop it. It looks like it's there. In Neoforge, it doesn't have this problem. I don't know why, but it's not actually there. Like if you, yeah, it will disappear. Then let's look at this little potion effect. I love how it kind of like glows. Then if you want to upgrade this, you can. You need 2 of these, so you double it up, you merge them, and you get a dormant Syntaxium totem, giving you 3 extra hearts. You double these up, an awakened one. You double these up. I'm getting a lot of achievements here. You get an enchanted Syntaxium totem, gives 10 hearts. So you can see if I go to survival mode, you get 10 extra hearts here. Put these 2 together, you get, I'm not pronouncing that word, but that Syntaxium totem. Put these 2 together, you get a burning Syntaxium totem. It gets 20 hearts now. This is doubling up each time. I've done the maths. The final version before overflow is like over. I've written an entire Python program for this. I think it's over 100. Like I think it's 500 Syntaxium ingots. The point is you'll never reach the late game unless you have some sort of like really big economy servers. I don't know. But yeah, 2 of these put together makes a Thunder Wharf. This, I swear this is a real word. Syntaxium totem. It's 25 extra hearts. 2 of these together, you get the galvanized Syntaxium totem. 2 of these, oh, I'm getting big achievements now. The Zenith Syntaxium totem. If you can hear me over these achievements, this gives 40 extra hearts, and this is the latest you can go. You can't merge 2 of these, as you can see. However, this is not the latest you can go. If you were to, you can craft this with a Dine something template to get the super totem upgrade. If I was to go over here, or there you are, you only need 10 of these, and I think an extra one over here. Put in my offhand, and this, so you can once again upgrade it again to Overflow 1, which gives you 5 extra hearts now. You can see just watch my hearts go up. bits now, or what even is that? 10? And now there we go. We are at the Zenith's Zenith. This is, you've completed the armor update. This is it. In fact, if I was to go to the achievement menu, it's somewhere. Is it really high up? Is it really low down? Where are you? There you are. You can see you completed the Zenith, and you've now earned yourself max.png. As this is it. This is what you earn for completing the mod. This thing, I made an MS Paint. I am good at pixel art. I did all of this. But yeah. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye. I don't know how to do outros. Oh, yeah, I made a trailer. Go watch the trailer if you haven't.